Welcome to another episode of Sports and Random Shit. I am your host, Queen J, and I'm sorry for delivering this late. I've had a crazy week. I feel like I say that every week, but it was just literally going to be impossible to get it out to you guys on a Friday. Man. Also, I'm going to try this landscape version. We'll see if it uploads on YouTube. It fucking better because I've recorded this, I think, now 4 times and it keeps deleting. I'm really upset about it, so we're trying this a different way. Anyway, let's dive into it. Let's start off with major sports headlines. We have the NBA playoffs, baby. So today are game ones. We have the Suns at Timberwolves, Magic at Cavs, Sixers at Knicks, Lakers at Nuggets. Tomorrow we have the Heat at Celtics, Mavs at Clips, Pacers at Bucks, and Pelicans at Thunder. And then we'll talk about some injuries here. So Zion Williamson he was out for the game on Friday, for the last play-in tournament game, because he was out with a left hamstring injury, and he will be out for a few weeks. I think he won't be able to come back until May 1st, which is about game 5. And we'll see if they even make it that far because they are playing the Thunder, which is the number 1 seed. So we'll see if they make it that far to play them. Wouldn't be surprised if they go 4 and out. Another injury, Jimmy Buckets. He got hurt against the Sixers. That was a play-in tournament. They lost that game. Went to play the Bulls, but no Jimmy, no problem. They still won. Apparently, him and Tyler Hero did get into an altercation though in the team bus after the Sixers lost. And Jimmy kept shouting to Hero, 9 for 27. Apparently, Tyler Hero threw a punch and missed. And Jimmy said, 9 for 28. And that sounds like such a Jimmy thing to say. And I'm sure that they're fine. It's just the heat of the moment, a loss. Like, you're not even rational. I'm a sore loser, so I totally get it. Another player out, Giannis Antetokounmpo, will be out for a few weeks for the beginning of the first round. And honestly, I would not be surprised to watch them go out on the first round. They are playing the Pacers, and I have more confidence in the Pacers than I do the Bucks. I don't even know how the Bucks are still in the 2nd seed. It just shows you how trash the East is, or how the fact that they, like I said, they lost so many games and they still kept that 2nd seed. But you also see the separation from the 1st seed to the 2nd seed, which I've talked about so many times. And yeah, they'll be out in the first round. The Lakers are playing the Nuggets in the first round, and I was like, that's our kryptonite. Oh my God. Part of me was like, should we lose the first game so that we can go and play OKC? But you know what? We're not little bitches. We're not going to lose a game on purpose. We know it's a tough matchup. We know it's our kryptonite. We know that they always fucking beat us. But also, like, we can fucking do this shit. Like, I have full confidence in us that we can definitely win. And if the time to do it, it's going to be now because we're rested right now. Well, rested. We only had 1 play-in tournament, so we only had 1 additional game plus a 1 championship game for that playoff, play-in, whatever other tournament that's called back in December. We were able to rest a little bit because we didn't have an additional play-in tournament game. And last year we looked washed against the Nuggets. Like, we stood no chance. This year I think we stand a chance. And honestly, who the fuck wants to watch a fucking Nuggets in the championship again? Like, they're fucking so boring. The most boring team ever. And people want the Lakers in the fucking playoffs. Hello, ratings, NBA. And I'm sick and tired of people saying that championship in 2020 wasn't real, that it was a Mickey Mouse championship game. Like, I'm sorry, but we all had the same challenges coming into here, so I don't want to hear shit, okay? Like, that was one fair and square, but since y'all want to talk all this shit, it's already been 4 years. Like, that championship was over a long time ago. It feels like literally like ages ago. I mean, it was ages ago. But I want another championship. I want to fucking parade down Figueroa because we didn't get to have that. We had it with the Rams, but that wasn't the same. Like, I need one with the Lakers. So we need to go and win this shit. I have full confidence that we will. I think we'll take game 1. And then what? Maybe win at home? Game 6? Will we be at home? And I think we'll be home for game 6. So, I mean, call me delusional. I probably am, but I'd have full confidence that the Lakers can win this. Also, speaking about the Lakers, I think that they should make a push for Trae Young. Trae Young is too much of a star to not be in the playoffs. Clearly, he doesn't work in Atlanta. He's too much of a superstar to be sitting at home watching the fucking playoffs in his couch. Like, no. Or be in Cancun. The Lakers should make a push for him, and I think that they might. I really do. Well, I mean, or at least I'm manifesting that to happen because we do need a younger player to come in as well, another superstar. LeBron only has a few years left here, so We needed to make changes now. And speaking about being out in a few years, I think Steph will also be done in a few years. And I think we are witnessing the end of a dynasty. I think that last championship run was like their last push before the crumble. Like, it's been downhill since then. It's just so crazy to watch a team that was once so dominant literally crumble like in front of our eyes. Like, we saw it with the Patriots. Now we're watching it with the Warriors. And I think that the only two players that are valuable to the Warriors now are Steph and Draymond, even though Draymond's fucking crazy. And Steph is like, bro, why are you choking somebody now? Like, what's wrong with you? He's still the heart of the Warriors. And I think Clay is a free agent now, and he definitely got to go, because what the fuck was that against the Kings? 0 points, bro. We scored the same amount of points, and guess what? One of us was watching it at home. 0 fucking points. I told my son, do you think he would retire? And he's like, I would hate retiring knowing that the last game I only scored 0 points. I'm like, that's rough. That's really rough. Yeah, maybe he'll go somewhere else and show out. I think that his time with the Warriors it's done. When he came back after his injuries, I just don't think he was ever like the same player anyway. So yeah, I mean, he went from starting lineup to the bench, and we were watching the end of that dynasty, and it's just almost sad to watch, because I'm like, damn, like, shit's just crazy. Like, one day we're not gonna have Steph or LeBron in the game. I literally think that the day that LeBron retires, I'm going to cry. Like, actually cry. Like, I know Kobe's my favorite player. Like, Kobe's 1, LeBron is 1.5. Like, or 1.2. I've always liked them, even when he was in Cleveland and Miami. A lot of people didn't. Like, it was like a war between LeBron and Kobe. And I was always like, no, LeBron and Kobe. Like, I love Bron. When we came to LA, I took him with open arms. And watching that happen, I'm like, wow. Like, I'm gonna be really sad. So with that being said, we need to make that push again for Trae Young, so that we can start preparing for when that happens. Okay. Let's see what else. More NBA news. Jontay Porter has been banned against the NBA for betting against himself, and not in a positive way. He made a $22,000 profit from sports betting. I'm like, bro, $22,000? You literally fucked up your whole NBA career. Fucked it off for $22,000 fucking dollars, dog. Like, you weren't even good at that. You weren't even good at betting against yourself. Literally, he would take the unders on himself and the unders on his team losing. Or no, that doesn't sound right. Whatever. He would bet against his team losing. He would bet the unders on himself. Like, that is so trash. You went out with a random eye injury, and then you just had this illness. Like, bro, at least work a little harder to make this shit seem real. Like, the fact that DraftKings was able to, like, look at the report and say, that was random. Who took all these bets? And then they, like, dude, like, you're like, how stupid do you have to be? Like, literally, how stupid do you have to be? And also, like, it's not like that a dude, there was a dude from, was it college football? I forgot who, where they were at least betting for himself. You know, he was betting for himself to win, to score the points. But you literally said, like, nah, like, I'm ass. I don't even believe in my team. I don't believe in myself. Like, let me make money and prepare for retirement, I guess. 22K isn't even a lot, bro. Like, it's literally nothing comparison to what you could make in the NBA. Yeah, no other words. And then, okay, the WNBA draft was this week. As predicted, Caitlin Clark is now an Indiana Fever. And everyone was speaking about the salaries, but let me speak about this first. AB, she blocked AB on Twitter because he said that she looks like she keeps it hairy. And I'm like, that's what you decided to tweet out? That's what you decided to tweet out? Really, AB? But I mean, I'm not surprised. Sorry, I'm writing down notes because I just forgot to add something here. Okay, cool. And then speaking about the NBA, their pay isn't shit. I think for 4 years she gets paid, what, like $330K or roughly around there. Like, that's not a lot of money at all. I mean, I know she has her all of her like deals with. I know she has a deal with Nike, and all of her other what is it, not NIL, whatever, all of her other endorsements. I know she has a lot. She makes money that way. But the fact that I'm like, the WNBA pays this little is insane. Like, it's just not fair. I don't expect them to get paid as much as the NBA. Obviously, the NBA has more money. I totally get that. Like, I mean, it sucks, but it's just the world that we live in. Like, the NBA is just now up and coming. I love that for us. Like, I love that, you know, women are shining in different ways now. Love that. But also, holy shit. I'm looking at Phoenix versus Minnesota right now. The game is 105-80. With Minnesota being up. That's nuts. Anyway. Wow. Yeah, the WNBA definitely needs to get paid a lot more. I think that the pay comparison is fucking crazy. But not just the pay comparison, it's just like the pay period. Like $330K for a superstar like Caitlin Clark. What the fuck? Yeah, they need to change that ASAP. So more news. I think that is it for the NBA for now, of course. Daniel Jones looking scary during his press conference. Was it like 5 days ago now? Like I said, I'm really late to shit. Like, this dude literally looked like he was on drugs. Like just scary. Like his pupil was, there was so much white around his pupil. Not pupil. His I don't know what that, cornea. I'm like, why are you looking so scary, bro? They asked him about rehab, and I'm like, are we talking about fucking rehab for his body or rehab for his fucking drugs? Because it looked like he was fucking cracked out on fucking cocaine. Juicy. Like, what? Yeah, he looks scary. The draft is on Thursday, and I love the NBA, or sorry, the NFL draft. It's like one of my favorite events. So I will have a lot of content then. Super excited about that. And also I just love watching it. Like, I've always envisioned myself, like, I don't think my son will end up playing for the NFL or NBA. Sadly, because I really wanted to live my best life as a NFL mom. But it's okay, son. It's okay. Watching the dudes just get drafted and just fulfill those dreams, and watching the family's emotions and everything, it's just one of my favorite things to watch. Like, it's like dreams come true. Literally a dream come true. So it's on Thursday. And more sports news now. NHL, the Arizona Coyotes have moved to Salt Lake City, Utah. I wonder if they're going to keep the same name. And also, crazier than them moving to Utah is the fact that I just found out that Arizona had an NHL team called the Coyotes. I didn't know that. I'm like, who's moving to where? Yeah, but Utah needs another team. Utah's a boring fucking place, so I've lived there. Fun fact, I don't know if most people knew this or not, but yeah, I used to live in Utah for 3 years, and there's nothing. You can take California, or girl out of California, but you can take California out of the girl. And I was always like, I do not belong here. I hate it here. This is not my happiness. Like, no. And I moved back to California, and I will never leave. Like, I literally love it here. I love to travel, all that, whatnot, but I just don't see myself ever leaving LA. This is home forever. Yeah, anyway, NHL team, or Salt Lake City now has an NHL team. And more sports news. I think this is my final sports news. Ryan Garcia has lost his fucking rocker, bro. That dude is out of his fucking mind. He's legit crazy. I'm like, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you? For publicity? Like, you have a fight coming up today, actually. Even though he was 3 pounds over. I don't even know how they figured that part out. But I'm like, what is actually wrong with you? Like, why are you acting the way that you are? I don't know, apparently now he married a porn star. He's putting all of his business out there. Says some crazy shit. Like, I'm like, do you have all of your brain cells? Like, did you get hit in the head, like, a lot? Like, what's wrong with you, actually? So, I mean, it can be just publicity for his game on Thursday, or his fight today. But a lot of things that he says also are not a lie. Like, I know that they're true. It's just like, some of the stuff that he shares should not be exposed. You know, I would hate to be a female knowing that my business is out there because of a guy like him. But again, some of the things that he posts, not so crazy. So anyway, that is it for our sports news for this week. Next week, I'll have some NBA NFL draft news and updates on the NBA playoffs. So, this day in history, Columbine shooting happened in 1999, and Danica Patrick becomes the first woman to win the Indy 500 back in 2008. Can you believe she dated Aaron Rodgers? I feel like that she was way too much of a strong woman to be with Aaron Rodgers. I just don't see that relationship happen. Although, you know what? I wish it would have worked out, because I mean, it's like they both complement each other, you know? Like you guys are both like top of your careers, and y'all would have looked really good together. But anyway, market update for this week. High interest rates or higher interest rates, and crypto is dumping before the bull run from what I've read. So I just bought some crypto. I should have waited to buy it honestly this week because it's dropped a lot, but we're gonna be patient. Once it's out of sight, it's out of mind. I'm not gonna look at it, and I hope that the bull run really takes over, specifically for crypto.com, because I have so much money on crypto.com still. Man, it's sickening how much I've lost. Not lost because it's still there. Like I said, I just don't even look at it. I'm like, if it ever comes back, thank you God, because that would help me out a lot. But yeah, we're preparing for the bull run. What did I do this week? I always say work, but actually work. My work involved of some going out events. So like sometimes they see me go out. I don't really go out actually, like to just like party and stuff, because it's not like my thing. If you guys ever see me out, it's for networking purposes. I definitely networked this week, and I honestly had a really good week. Like I had a really fun week, even though I'm like fucking dead tired. Like my this week, it's like, put it this way, I wouldn't go to bed until like 10 a.m. One day I didn't go to bed at all. Just up doing shit, handling life, and I like felt like my life was just fake. I'm like, oh my God, my life is literally falling apart. But yeah, just networking a lot. Work, I haven't worked out. I worked out one day this week. I'm gonna try to go work out still right now, but I want to be ready for the Laker game, but I still want to try to get a little quick workout in, because I haven't worked out for shit, and it's really fucking with me. So basically my whole life besides work fell apart. There are a couple things that I have to do, handle like paying some bills and shit like that, but me need money to do so, right? Okay, new music this week. Taylor Swift has dropped her album. I know she dropped a little snippet of her and Trav cooking, and I tried to find out like what video it was. I wasn't sure what video it was. It said it was on Fortnite, but I went to go look at it and I didn't see that, but someone on TikTok posted it. And this album actually sounds really good. I need to go listen to all the songs and their lyrics, but she fucked it up. She did. Dating. Okay, so back to me going out. It was the first time that I was able to witness, like I always talk about how men that are like in the 1% that are good looking, younger, rich, can have literally any woman that they want to have. Any woman. And I'm like, if I was like a girl that was like their girl, like would I be cool with like knowing that that's the case and knowing that they're like doing their own thing? And I'm like, I feel maybe for like temporary purposes, but for like forever, like I don't see myself being okay with that. For the first time ever, I was able to witness what that looked like. There was this really young, good looking, successful guy that honestly, I look at money more like money, not different, but I just got to see what money. Anyway, I got to see what living your life with like endless money looks like. I literally saw somebody spend money and like they have a fucking machine in their backyard, and how like life is just lived differently that way. Especially like as a man, I got to see how females literally fight for your attention. And then looking at it, like it looks like a fucking zoo. I'm like, how do you as a female make yourself stand out from every other girl? Because I'm talking about, you have like the most beautiful females that are trying to basically throw themselves at you, and you're so like unbothered, because it's like like this is like an everyday life thing for me. And it's like, how do you stand out? It's like you have to do a lot to be like the one. I mean, I could be one of the girls that these guys entertain for 5 minutes, whatever, but how do you really become like that girl? And the answer is I don't fucking know. I'm like, literally, like, how do you become that? There's so much competition everywhere, and it's like, you're used to, as a female, like for myself, it's like I'm used to being pursued. Like, I'm not gonna pursue no dude. I'm not afraid to shoot my shot. I said this before. Like, I'm really not afraid to show you like attention, to say like, yeah, like I'm interested, whatever. And you'll know if I am. But like that's as far as it's gonna go. I'm not gonna be on your nuts. I'm not gonna be chasing you. I'm not a man. If you want that, you go look for a man, because I am not gonna do that. But it's like with men that are at that caliber, it's kind of like, well, why would I chase you? Literally, I have everything to offer, and what do you have? Like, I wouldn't know how to fight a guy like that. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I got to see it firsthand, with one of these networking events that I had, or that I went to. I got to see how these females were literally like, it's like the it guy, and it's like it's like a fucking zoo. I don't know how to explain it besides it's a zoo. And to just know like you just spend money like that, and like you have more fun. Like, I don't care what anyone says, if your financials aren't right, like your life ain't right. Like, because money makes the world go round. Like, it is what it is. And when you have endless money like that, you can do everything that you fucking want. I'm not saying that equates to necessarily being happy, but it definitely gives you the tools that you need to be happy, do anything that you want. And just know like, yeah, I got money to blow. Don't matter. I've never in my life seen anybody in person personally just like have that much amount of money where you just can spend it so freely, where literally like the number doesn't even bother you. Wild, 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 wild. So yeah, I want to live my life. That's the type of life that I want to live. I want to live that expensive, endless money living life. I don't care if that's not who you are. Like, if that's not the type of money that you have, I'm like, nope. And it sounds like so gold diggerish, but I mean, there's a certain life that I want to live, and after like experiencing part of that, I'm like, yeah, this is the life that I want. But again, would I be okay with having a dude that's like literally has all these females on him? It's crazy. The fact I saw that this guy, it's gonna bother me. I saw that this guy had like a girl. I don't know if she was his girlfriend. I don't know who she was, but she was just there. And she was so cool. She was like, but I mean, she's also seeing the zoo happen and just doesn't do anything. She's chilling. And I'm like, man, I guess it's because your life is so good that you're like, well, why am I gonna complain? I don't know. That's just my guess. I don't know what the conversations are like, but yeah, this week was very shocking to me. I was able to witness that, and the answer is, like I said, I don't know how you make yourself stand out from all of these other females. You're competing with every female that looks like she's an Instagram model. I'm not saying I don't look good, but it's also like, damn girl, you're not that special. Humbling, to say the least. Yeah, this week was very humbling. Okay. And fun fact, today is 420. And I don't like weed. I wish I did. Actually, I don't know that I wish that I did. Like, I'm surrounded by weed so much. I know so many people that are in the cannabis industry. Like, I have weed literally at in my access, like in my face all the time. But I've tried liking it a couple times, and I just don't. I hate the smell. They say it's because I've taken they've smoked the wrong weed. I'm like, I've tried different ones. Like, I literally just get retarded. I don't like the smell. It burns my fucking throat. Even being like around it so much, like sometimes I feel like my throat is burning, like on fucking fire. And even then I feel contact high. And I get stupid. Like, I'm not a good high person. Like, I like to drink because I like to be like, it enhances who I am, which is like very like, I'm just, living my best life. Like, I'm just so happy. Catch me before I fall asleep though, because like alcohol will also make me really tired. But weed just gets me retarded. Like, I just like freeze. And I'm just like, I start thinking about my life, and then I get paranoid and I get anxiety. Like, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And then I can't fall asleep because I'm so high, and I know that I'm high, and I feel like I'm never going to be okay. I tried taking edibles. I didn't try. I took edibles twice, and oh my God. People talk about how bad trips that they have, but I thought they were exaggerating. These trips were horrible. Horrible. I literally thought I couldn't breathe. Like, I thought I forgot how to breathe. I was asking to go to the hospital. I thought I was gonna die. I kept seeing people come at me, cars come at me, and I would look at the time and it'd be like, okay, it's this time, cool. I would look at the time and I thought an hour had passed by. It had only been a minute. And I remember, like, the first time that ever happened to me, it was at my friend's mom's 50th birthday party. She made edibles. They were super delicious. I took, like, 4. And out of nowhere, I was having a conversation with somebody. Out of nowhere, it hit me. I was high. And I was like, oh, my God. And I would hear what the person was saying. And in my head, I was like, they're going to know that you're high. Think about what you're going to say. So it would take me forever to just say whatever it is that I needed to say because I was just so high. And then everyone was laughing and I would feel like their laughs were like elongated, like it was like an echoey laugh, and I feel like I would have to laugh just so that I would fit in. And then I just got really quiet because I was like, I didn't know what to do. And I remember I told my friend, like, hey, I'm gonna go take a nap in the car. And she's like, okay. I tried napping in the car, I tried sleeping off the high. Then when I drove home, I was still somewhat high. I shouldn't have drove that way, honestly, but I was so focused that I was literally going just 65 miles per hour in the 2 lanes the entire time, just focused, driving with 2 hands. I was like, don't go past 65, don't go past 65, don't go past 65. I get home, I try to go to sleep, I'm still so fucking high, and I was just like, I'm never gonna be okay, please help me be okay. And when I woke up and I woke up normal, I was like, oh my God, thank God. I never want to experience that again. But I experienced it again a second time because I was like, I think I just didn't do it right the first time. Let me do it a second time. My dumbass, it's my guy friend. Like, he gives me an edible. And I was like, this is doing nothing. Give me another one. He's like, I don't think that's a good idea. I said, give me another fucking edible. So I took another edible. Horrible idea. That time I saw Disney characters just like twirling around, and I was like sunk to the bed. I was literally like sunk to the couch. I feel like I couldn't move. Like, I feel like I was sinking into the couch. And I was like, I was so scared. I literally was trying to cry because I was so scared that I was trying to cry and I couldn't cry because I thought I forgot how to breathe. Like, actually breathe. And my friend literally put on like breathing YouTube videos for me so that I could tell me how to breathe, and it was just giving me more anxiety. And I was just so scared. I was so scared. It was worse than the first time. I literally felt like everything was worse than the first time, and it feels like time isn't going by fast. It feels like everything is so slow. And when I woke up the next day and I felt normal, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you. Yeah, I don't ever want to experience that again in my life. Oh, I did try smoking too after the Lakers won their championship. Now, speaking about parades and Figueroa in 2020, when they won, I was out there because I knew that there was going to be the people of me in the world. So I didn't give a fuck about pandemic, nothing. We're going to be out there celebrating, climbing fucking buildings, flipping cars, shouting Kobe, whatever it is that we had to do. And I was out there, and first of all, I had champagne in my backpack. I started champagne showers at the Yard House downtown. They were pissed. And somebody else started champagne showers too. I don't know, everyone just fucking, literally, like, all these people started champagne showers because of me. Just know that about me. If my teams ever win, I'm gonna have a bottle of champagne in my fucking backpack and pop that shit. And I still have a little cork from that and from the Dodgers one. But anyway, I started champagne showers, and I got lit as fuck. My son was with me that day. My poor son, that baby. He's been through a lot with me. I normally don't get fucked up like that in front of him, but the Lakers fucking won a championship the year that Kobe died. It was for Kobe. So, champagne shower. My friend was with. I was with my friend, and I took a hint out of the blend, so I got crossfaded, and that is not a good mix, you guys. It is not a good mix. You guys are judging me for the mother that I am now because I said my son was with me. He didn't see me smoke, but this poor kid. I guess I climbed the construction building, and then he went and climbed it with me because he's like, well, fuck, my mom's fucked up, bitch, might as well fucking climb this building with her. Don't remember very much of that. It was just a crazy day. I stayed out there, by the way. I did not drive back home. I stayed out there. But yeah, my son got to see me be a complete wreck for the Lakers championship. So I've grown up a little bit since then, and I know better than to fucking to smoke. I don't even smoke. I smoked and I got crossfaded, and then I blacked out. So again, weed is just not for me. Everyone has like their what they like, what they don't like, and weed is just not my friend. I'm around it all the time, and I've accepted that. I'm done trying it. I'll never try another edible. I'll never smoke again. I mean, not say never, but just not my thing. I'll stick to drinking And even then, I have to be selective now because holy shit. I told you I haven't really been drinking. I did drink this week at one of those networking events, and I was hung over as fuck. We don't want to have that happen again. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to try to get this out today ASAP, but honestly, this shit takes a long time to load. So I'll get it out to you whenever I can, but it will be today. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and the support. Appreciate y'all. Have a great week. Bye.